Michael, can I say first of all how lovely to see you, and thank you so much for finding time to talk to us cinema.
Yeah, because I'm a very busy man.
You're a very busy man.
I have very little time for yourself, Jonathan.
You're a very busy man. You're a very hairy man at the moment as well. I know I can start talking about that as well.
Yeah, you look like a musketeer.
Is that for a part, or is it like me just trying to disguise middle age creeping up?
I noticed De Niro last night had very long hair as well.
Yes.
I think we're all, not that I'm saying I'm the same age as De Niro,
no.
But no, this was for, I gave my Jesus over Easter.
Right, now I want to talk about that. Let's not get into that just yet, because we should talk about the new movie, because thank heavens it's very good. I really enjoyed it. It got a great reaction last night. Were you surprised? Did you expect it to go down well with the French crowd?
Well, it's a dodgy one, isn't it? If you're making a film, an American making a film about France, it can go one of two ways. Yeah. They can really enjoy it and, you know, embrace it, or they can boo you out of the cinema. Fortunately, we managed to stay in the cinema last night.
So the opening sequence, that montage, first of all, I was a bit surprised. I thought, why is he showing us Paris kind of quite realistically? Why is this not the romanticised view that he gave us of New York in Manhattan, for example? And clearly that was kind of the point.
Yeah, although at the press conference yesterday, it was really interesting, because you don't hear Woody talk that much on the set. So at the press conference, you get to actually hear him talk, which is interesting.
So finally you knew what he wanted to do with the movie.
But it was kind of fascinating hearing him talking about Manhattan, saying that in that Rhapsody in Blue sequence at the beginning of Manhattan, he wasn't just shooting Manhattan as he knows it. He was shooting the Manhattan that people sort of imagine.
The iconic Manhattan.
Exactly, yeah. And he said that with the opening sequence of this film, which is a parallel to the opening of Manhattan, he wanted to shoot the Paris that people kind of see themselves, rather than shooting the sort of romanticized version of it. He shoots very much the reality of it. Yeah.
Which was nice, and it worked, and it kind of dovetails perfectly with the end of the movie. So when you go, is it tough for you though, if you don't know what the director's trying to say with the movie, if you're not specifically aware of the overriding narrative arc of that film?
Well,
is
it's
that
very
hard to
interesting.
play?
It's very unmodern, isn't it? The idea is that when you're doing scenes with him, he said, if you have too many ideas, he says, no, I don't, just simple, make it simple. So he's not interested in subtext. You know, like the modern idea of acting is that, you know, you're doing the lines and the dialogue and you're playing the scene, but it's what's under the scene.
It's the duck feet under the surface of the water.
Exactly. Woody, no interest in that. The story gets revealed by what the writer, interestingly, reveals in terms of the structure of the story. So you find things out in scenes. Like, for instance, when there's a character in it who hires a private detective, kind of comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Suddenly he's on the phone hiring a private detective. Well, where did that come from? So rather than playing in the scenes before, I'm going to hire a private detective, ladies and gentlemen, the revelation is, it's a writer's medium.
But I loved it because it felt very much like a movie that hadn't gone through the studio system.